the ring, the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane, find out my mental, based on instrumental records. Hey, so I can write monumental methods. I'm not the king, but niggas is decaf. I stick 'em for the cream.
What's going on, everybody? It is fight day. It is the time. It is man down, hands down. Kell Brook versus Errol Spence Jr. It is finally upon us. Brothers and sisters of the LDBC, stand up. So, it is fight day. I have had a very, very busy week, stressful week, nevertheless. But, this is the great stress reliever today for all boxing fans. To watch a fight of this magnitude being fought by two very well-disciplined fighters. I mean, what more can you ask? Apparently, Kell Brook hit the same-day weigh-in. The IBF, they hold mandatory same-day weigh-ins if you fight for the IBF strap. I think a lot of other weight classes need to take note and start doing that again, like they did back in the day. But nevertheless, Kell Brook stayed focused, stayed disciplined, made weight easy to me. I know a lot of fellas believe that Kell Brook looks a big drain, but not to me. Dude looks like he always does. He always takes his weight and his physical fitness very, very seriously. And you can tell he was focused for this fight, for this young lion. Errol Spence Jr. looks phenomenal like he always does. Very disciplined, very calm, very assertive. He looks like he's ready. He's in the big leagues now. This is going to be a bigger stage than he's ever fought on. A couple of different factors are going to play into this fight. Will Kell Brook keep Errol Spence on the outside? I think that will probably be best. Errol Spence is a much, much better inside fighter and is a devastating body puncher. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kell Brook approaches this young lion. Will he stay consistent with the jab? I think that'll be probably the telling thing. I think he'll keep Kell Brook will stay on the outside, will rotate, will keep Errol Spence at bay with a jab. Will try to get Errol Spence into the later rounds. Not to say that there's ever been any issues with Errol Spence Jr.'s stamina, but just to sit there and see if he can keep the young man off his game plan long enough to where he can lull Errol Spence Jr. to sleep. I see Errol Spence Jr. trying to cut the ring off, trying to... the best thing that Errol Spence can do for this fight is to try to force Kell Brook into a dogfight. Do not allow this guy to box comfortably around the ring. I think a lot of people don't consider Kell Brook has excellent footwork and head movement and upper body movement, and he throws really, really good feints. If Errol Spence Jr. allows Kell Brook to do this throughout the fight, it's going to end up being one of those fights where the young man can end up getting frustrated, and we end up seeing a fight in which, Errol Spence Jr. tries to assert himself too much and is running into shots like the right hand behind the jab, the double jab. I think that's one of my favorite combinations that Kell Brook does throw, is the double jab and the right hand. He also throws an uppercut, really, really good, really, really good uppercuts. So it's going to be one of those fights where it's a chess match in the first few rounds. Now, this is what I want to see from Errol Spence Jr. What I want to see from Errol Spence Jr. is the ability to cut off the ring. He has to be defensively responsible when he's throwing combinations. This is not Chris Algieri, okay? This is not Leonard Bundu. I keep trying to tell people Kell Brook is not going to be a slouch in this fight. You cannot be defensively irresponsible when you're throwing your combinations. And, Errol Spence Jr. has shown that when he's throwing punches and he goes for the kill, he does not really worry about defense. So I need Errol Spence Jr., man, to summon everything he needs, all the discipline and all the focus that he has on this one fight. He cannot make any slip-ups. Keep cutting the ring off from Kell Brook. You pump your jab. You try to keep him on the defensive. You be first. I need you, Errol Spence Jr., to be first. Do not try to counterpunch Kell Brook. You need to be first. You need to be dictating the pace. You need to make sure that you catch him with these body shots. You got to keep Kell Brook stationary. I really don't think Kell Brook is going to stand in the middle of the ring and bang with you, man. This is not, and he's going to use subtle movements. It's not going to be like he's running. Kell Brook showed me in the Gennady Golovkin fight that what he does best is he has these subtle movements. It's not running, but he keeps you on the line, and he slides and he slides and he slides, and he tries to catch you with combinations, or he tries to catch you with counter punches, and he goes from left to right. He really is smarter than most people give him credit for. Not to mention, you know what, Kell Brook he's gonna swole up, man. This dude's gonna be big. He's gonna be solid. Errol Spence, I expect you to be equally solid. But the thing is about it, you gotta understand, keep your foot on the outside. Do not allow Kell Brook any sort of real estate, man. You need to make sure you dictate the distance, the pace. You gotta make sure you get to his body. You gotta slow him down. When you get to his body, you slow him down, then you can come. Kell Brook doesn't do good fighting backwards, all right? He has a tendency of holding. What you need to do is, when you're pushing Kell Brook back, make sure you don't get into a distance where he can hold you. You know, you gotta maintain a certain space where you can get your combinations off, and Kell Brook can't return fire, all right? He can't hold. He can't lull the action. So that's how I see this fight going down. I see this fight going down to an ebb and flow fight. I think this fight's going to be a really good one that we're going to talk about for a long time. So I have it as split decision. I'm right now torn. I'm going to sit here and say that, being that it's going to be a hometown thing, if it gets really close, I could see this fight going down to a draw. If I don't see a certain distance being posed by any fighter by the sixth round, this fight's going to be close. Man, you know, Quest, you got to come up with a decision right now. See, this is so tough. I just know it's going to come down to a split decision. I can't tell you who's going to win the fight. It's either going to be Kell, it's going to be Errol Spence Jr. Let me know in the comment section what you think. It's your boy Quest X. I am out. Peace, and enjoy the motherfucking fights tonight, guys.